Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Royal Psychic Live TV. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's Thursday, the 9th of September, 8:30 here in Sydney Eastern Standard Time. So if you're tuning in, let us know where you're tuning in from. That'll be fantastic. Let us know what the weather's been like wherever you're tuning in from. It's been fantastic here in Sydney. We're on our, I think, 11th or 12th week of lockdown. We're hoping to get out very, very soon. I live in one of the actual 12 the LGA hotspots. So, yeah, we've had crucial restrictions out here, so we can't wait to get out. So I hope you're all surviving these lockdowns. So let us know what you've been doing at home, and we're only going to be on for an hour this evening. As you know, it is Royal Psychic Live TV. We'll be doing free oracle readings this evening. My name, as you all know, is Angel TraShell, and I will be your host for the next hour. I do have the lovely Esther in this evening. Now, she has a beautiful shop down there in Wollongong, so make sure if you're down through Wollongong after the lockdown there, make sure that you pop on over and say good day. So I'm going to pull our psychic straight up into the studio this evening. Please like and share our program. That'd be fantastic, especially if you want to be considered for a reading this evening. Also, don't forget, we do have the live stream link at the top there. If you do click on that, we'll see your names and photographs, and we'll be able to bring you here into the studio live for your readings. Okay, let's bring Esther. Okay, I'm on the phone, guys, so work with me. Okay, hello, gorgeous. How are you?
I'm really good, Angel. How are you?
Beautiful. I'm just glad I can hear you.
Me too. And thank you for having me on tonight. It's a real privilege to be part of the team.
Oh, we love having you on. Well, it's been a while, but you're so busy with the shop. So I was just telling the guys a little bit about you. So I haven't told them how you read or anything. I thought I'd leave that up to you. But I did mention that you do have a shop there. It is in Wollongong, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's in Coniston. It's a beautiful little shop.
Yeah, tell the viewers about your shop. Tell them about the beautiful wands that you create, your beautiful deck of cards, which I'm sure you'll be reading with tonight.
I am reading with my tarot card, and this is one of my beautiful wands. I don't know if you can see him all right.
Yes, I can see that.
Broken wands. Well, it's a bit hard. It's a bit hard playing with like a mirror. So a little bit about myself. So I've been reading for 35 years. I'm a palmist, tarot, and crystal ball reader. I also teach as well. So I love teaching tarot. I love teaching mediumship, psychic development, and I also do a bit of medical intuitive. There's also something I teach at the shop. I love my shop. We've probably been in the shop for around about 7 years now. So it's been really sad because we're all been in lockdown.
I know, it's terrible.
I know. I really miss being face-to-face with people. So at the moment, I can only do phone meetings. I've had to delay one of my classes until January, so that was disappointing. So fingers crossed we're all open and free in January.
Oh, we're praying. I'm just hoping to get Christmas together with the family, and I've cancelled all my events to the end of the year. And I've just organised for next year. The shop, I haven't even been teaching, as you said, you haven't been teaching it. I haven't been teaching in the shop, nothing, no platform, nothing.
And it's hard because you miss it.
I'm 100%. I can't wait to get back into it.
Me too. About that, I've just been sitting at home writing my book, so that's exciting with my tarot cards that I've created, which is called my channeling deck. So these are some of my images. So I've been writing the book for that, and with the book, I'm also doing like a little enchantment, so like a little meditation to go with each card. So that's been a lot of fun. That's me out of trouble.
Well, you've been busy then through lockdown.
I have actually, and I've enjoyed it too because I've got to spend some time with the family.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to jump over. Oh, hello, guys. Hi, Rhonda, Crystal. Your sister's jumped on. Hi, gorgeous. How are you? Yeah, so there's a few people jumping on. So let's put the first person up for the reading this evening. Let's see who we've got. We've got Grace.
Okay, Grace. So you want to know if there will be a house move soon for you, Grace. Look, I kind of feel like you're slightly nervous. I can see a move happening probably next year. That's the energy I feel, and I don't think you need to rush. I think at the moment I feel you feel overwhelmed actually, and I just want you to take a breath. You'll find the right house. You don't need to stress. You don't need to find it ASAP. But let's have a look at what the tarot cards say for you, Grace. But Spirit, the biggest thing Spirit has said, don't stress. Be fussy about the house you want. Don't just pick any house. And I think that's really important advice, because at the moment I kind of feel the nerves and feels like I've got to do this now. Well, no, you don't. Take your time. I don't know why I find March. That's a long way away. So it'd be interesting to see if it's a rush that you have to move or it's a choice of your own. And I do feel like it's more of a choice of your own. I just kind of feel like you're away from family or people that you need around you at the moment. But I can't see you moving directly now, because I kind of feel like you're stuck. That doesn't mean you're stuck forever. I just need you to understand the biggest thing that you need to do. I know you're disappointed, because they're also showing me a little bit disappointed, but you will move, and you're going to move into a really beautiful house. I do find that it's 2 stories, and I kind of find like it's got like a little cottage out the back, which is lovely. So just be a little bit fussy. I know that you feel like you have to do everything today, but you don't. I feel like whatever issues are happening around you on the outside will start to ease, and things will definitely start to improve for you probably in the next 4 weeks. And it's been hard. It'd be interesting to see if you've been in lockdown, because I feel like there's been solitude around you and it's been quite difficult. I hope that answers your question, Grace, and I wish you all the best. I can see a beautiful house. And I don't feel like there's other houses around you. So I kind of keep getting that you have that freedom of the yard. And I don't know where you live if you feel like you're cramped or stuck, but where I see the new house, it definitely feels like the wind is in my hair and I feel like I can breathe. So I hope that helped, Grace.
Beautiful. Next, we have Crystal. Beautiful Crystal. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, Crystal, you have a really nice energy. I kind of feel like you're quite a bubbly person. So you're asking me, can you tell me when I meet a compatible partner and anything about him, please? Thank you. I think the first thing I sense with you, Crystal, is you're really bubbly. You're fun to be around. So never forget that you have that really loving energy around you. So let's have a look at your love life and see what's happening with that. I mean, it's a bit hard in the circumstance. Look, can I ask you something? I kind of feel like there's a man that you're already interested in. And I kind of feel like it's kind of interesting. With some people, they want to know about their love life in the future, but I keep feeling like there's this person around you today, or there's someone you're interested in. And I kind of feel like in around about 10 days, you're going to learn something about this person. And I do feel like they are interested, because I kind of feel like in 10 days, you're going to get that fulfillment that you're looking for, or that confirmation that that person is actually interested in you. I kind of feel like it's been quite difficult because of all of us being in COVID. Everyone's been in COVID, but I do feel like there's a real soul connection with this person. I kind of feel like it's really hard sometimes to express how you feel, but in time I definitely can feel him talking about how he feels about you and things improving. They're also showing me that relationship feels like it's getting stronger in 6 months. But I know that in 9 days, you're definitely going to hear some information about that person. And you're very much asking about someone quite specific. And I feel like he's someone who's present. Like, I feel like he's strong. I feel like he's a real man's man, you know. And he's very hidden with his emotions. But I do feel like he will open up to you. But I definitely see in 6 months there's a really strong commitment. And I really feel like you're happy in your relationship at that time. I hope that answered your question.
Beautiful. We've got a few people tuning in from Wollongong. Make sure you call by the shop, guys.
Yeah,
when you do open up, what is the address for the shop?
It's 130, like it's 1-134 Gladstone Avenue, Coniston.
Excellent. Yeah, we've got a few people jumping on saying from Wollongong. With his Debbie from Wollongong.
Oh, we got Debbie Short from Wollongong. Hi, Debbie. How are you?
Yeah, we've got a few people jumping on saying hello. Tell them where they're from. And there's another one from the Blue Mountains.
Sister. Oh, you're from the Blue Mountains. What a beautiful place. And Jeanette. Oh, you're from Ireland.
Wow, welcome, guys. Don't forget to put the questions up. Oh, we've got some beautiful
That's
comments coming
exciting.
through. Okay,
Oh,
next.
Bega. Hi, Christy.
Welcome, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Next, we have welcome. Need some advice.
Shiloh Evans. Need some advice on how to move on. Okay, Shiloh. Let's have a look at what's going on with you. I feel like, Shiloh, the first energy that I get from you is you really wear your heart on your sleeve. And I kind of want to say to you, don't be hard on yourself. You're quite giving. And you're quite sensitive. So I really like sensitive people. For me, sensitive people are always very giving. They give more than what most people give back. So I hope that makes sense, Milo. But let's have a look, because I do feel like the first card I've got, just so I can show you, is I do feel like you're being pushed away. Or you're just feeling out of sorts. Now, it's interesting because these circumstances that you're going through shows me you going back to education. I don't mean study, but definitely learning something, and definitely being, whatever you're learning, I don't know if it's counselling, but it's definitely helping other people with what you've been going through emotionally. I do feel whatever you've been going through emotionally has been quite difficult. But I definitely see you getting through all of this. You know, when we go through sad things, it does take time to heal. But you have a great gift of helping other people emotionally and supporting other people. And I think you also need to allow people to come in and support you. But the best thing I'm getting shown is in around about 9 weeks, I definitely see a huge improvement around you. And I actually feel like you're being a bit more adventurous, which is kind of exciting. I don't know if you've been on your own for around about 4 years or if it's been 4 months, but I keep seeing 4. And I kind of feel like at the moment I do see the wheel turning, and I definitely see improvement. So the beginning of next year, there's a massive career change, which is this education that I was picking up on before, and you feeling more confident and feeling supported with the people around you. When I look at your love life, I definitely can feel someone who cares about you and loves you, but I kind of feel like you're not quite sure where you fit with all of this. I hope I'm making sense, because I can feel your uncertainty. And remember, when we're in relationships, it's also important that we don't do all the chasing and we don't try and make that other person feel better. They have to do it for us as well. It has to be equal. So I hope that helped you, Shiloh. I definitely feel massive changes, but they're about yourself. They're about helping other people. So I hope that makes sense for you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Next, we have Megan. Welcome, Megan.
Hi, Megan. Would love to hear from my loved one. Had a few past, dad, nan, best mate, cousin. All happy just to hear anything you have coming through. Give me a second, Megan. You know, the first person that does come through is definitely your dad. He comes, and your nan. They seem to be very close. I think what I'm getting from your dad is that he's a quiet man, and he's definitely quite strong, and I can feel that your nan is more talkative than your dad. When I look at your cousin, I kind of feel, is there a female that's passed as well? I know you said nan, but I do definitely feel like I'm feeling someone else coming through. But the biggest message is from your dad is that he's been supporting you, especially over the last 6 months. Something about a shed. I don't know if he likes the shed, but there's definitely, he keeps wanting me to reference a shed because it keeps wanting to see the shed. I'm also sensing with your nan shortness of breath. Like I feel dad went quick, but nan, they're showing me shortness of breath. I can't pick up on your best mate unless that's female, because I just keep getting a female just popping in and out. I hope that makes sense, but I'm very, very careful on these pages not to get too much into the mediumship because it is quite private. I know that they're sending their love and they're wanting you to know that they're around you. And they keep showing me a cotton ball. I know this sounds really weird, but I keep seeing like wool. And I wonder if you're knitting or was your nan knitting, because they keep showing me wool. And it's very hard when you have more than one person in here because they all want to kind of pass that information on to you. They're also I keep feeling you must have something of your nan's in your house as well. I would love to know if she used to knit or something, or you're being trying to knit. I know it was being creative because she's saying that you're doing it the wrong way. Please don't take that the wrong way. But they're definitely sending their love, and I can definitely feel them around you. I keep getting shown a child. If you have got a younger child in a crib or something, because they keep showing me circling a child in a crib. So they're definitely around visiting you at home. So I hope that helped a little bit. But it's very hard to get back.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Next we have Tash. Welcome, Tash.
Hello, Tash. Can you tell me when I'm going to meet my lifelong partner? Okay, Tash, let's have a look. I believe that we have many partners in our lifetime, and it's all depending on how we deal with our relationships, because they can change. But let's have a look when I can see you getting married and settling down, Tash. Interesting enough, what I'm actually seeing is a move. There's a change of address. And then I can actually see you meeting someone, and I actually see you getting married quite fast. It feels like a 2-year relationship. What else can we see? I definitely picking up that men are very attracted to you. And I kind of feel like, you kind of avoid them a little bit. You know how sometimes they try and hit on you, go, oh, no, I don't want to talk to you. And that's kind of interesting. But they are showing me you'll meet someone via friends. And like I said, you'll be married within 2 years of meeting him. When do you want to know? Look, I'd say less than 3 years. I can definitely see that you have an obstacle with your past. So there's a male that's coming back into your life. And I kind of feel like would love to tell you to avoid him, but I kind of still feel that there's strings attached. I don't think he's the one you're going to marry, but I think there's some unfinished business there. But they definitely are showing me that within the next 3 years, you are definitely going to be in that relationship. You're definitely dating each other for 2 years. I can see you getting married, and I can see you being extremely happy. So I hope that answers your question, Tash.
Now, hi guys, I'm seeing all your beautiful comments coming through from YouTube. Now, we are reading all the beautiful guys from YouTube. You just have to pop a question up so we can answer all your beautiful questions, okay, guys? Because you're all saying hi, new subscribers. Please pop a question up so we can give you a reading. It's all about YouTubers. Welcome.
How exciting.
Next we have, is it Winnie?
Winnie. Hi, like and share, would my work structure affect me and my role? Thanks. Let's have a look at what's going on with you, Gwenny, and see what's happening around work. You take your work extraordinarily serious, and I kind of feel like you're a spiritual person as well, but you are asking about the job that you're in, and I kind of feel like with COVID, it's been really difficult, but trust me, within the next month and a half, you're back. I feel like there's travel around you, and I definitely see things moving quite quickly, especially in the next 6 months. I can also see you going away with your partner, which is also exciting, because I kind of feel like, I don't know why I feel like you're going to Queensland, but I really feel like in 6 months you're heading towards Queensland. The work situation, I kind of feel like it's a bit up and down, but like I said, in around about a month and a half, I see you traveling and working again. I also get that spiritual thing, and I think you make a good little teacher. You're someone who's able to help people with life experiences. And they're also saying you're going to make it to Queensland in 6 months. So I'd be interested to know if you and your partner are thinking about moving to Queensland, because there is a huge change in that area for you. But in the short term, I don't have an issue around work. I know you feel worried because they're kind of leaving you at a stalemate where they're like, well, we don't know if we're going to keep going in this direction, but don't worry, you will be still going in that path. And I feel like when you decide to move, and it does feel like Queensland, that I still feel that job will follow you. So you must be able to be in that industry where you can work anywhere, Gwen. So Gwenny, I hope that answered all your questions, honey.
Okay, we've got a YouTube follower. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Okay, move from Ariana J is romantically in love with Princess Arion from Aries. Okay, Tyree, let's have a look at what's going on. You feel like you can't sit still, Tyree. I hope that makes sense. You're full of energy. I kind of feel like when you get really full of energy, you can also be a little bit hard and sad on yourself. But in most cases, I can just feel you bouncing around, and you're very excitable. When we look at romantic and the loves that you're asking me about, let's have a look at what I'm picking up. Because I don't quite understand the question. So I'm just going to go to the love section of it all. Can I ask you something? If we're talking about you, are you confused about this relationship? Because I kind of feel like you're sitting on the fence. Half of you wants it to work and the other half doesn't. I kind of feel like you keep working at it, but you're not sure if this is what you want. I definitely can feel in the next 6 weeks, even though you're feeling out of the cold at the moment and things aren't quite 100%, in 6 weeks, they're definitely showing me, yes, the answer is yes, it will work. I hope that, well, that was a quick answer because Spirit just yelled out yes. So I hope I answered your question.
No, beautiful. That was beautiful. Okay, next we have Paul. Welcome, Paul.
Hi, Paul. What is the outcome happening that are occurring at my work? Look, Paul, I kind of feel like you come across like you're funny, but I actually kind of feel like you're quite serious when it comes to work. But I kind of feel like you like to laugh things off. I kind of feel like, you use your sense of humor when you're really upset about something. So let's have a look at more detail what is happening around work or the outcome of work. So let's have a look, Paul. Look, Paul, I don't know if you feel like you're on your own when I look at work, but I definitely feel like you're doing all of this on your own. I get that you are a master of what you do, so you're very good at the work environment that you're in. I'd love to, it's kind of interesting. I kind of feel like there's been a lot of lies or not the whole truth being told. And I kind of feel like you're a man that's in charge. So I kind of feel like you're above other people trying to get everyone to sort their problems out. But I don't feel like the whole truth is being shown. When I look at your job security, I kind of feel like things have been shaky since August. So I hope that makes sense. But they're actually definitely showing me that there's this promotion or the job that you've already been doing, you're actually going to be acknowledged for. So it's kind of like you've actually been doing this promotion job, but you've been sitting on hold. And it's like you're moving on to that promotion and getting paid extra money. So that's kind of coming around, especially around about February too. There's definitely knowledge of all the hard work that you've done. But at the moment, you feel like you're on your own. I just don't feel the support around you. But I know that you are very, very good at what you do. You love, when you're working, you're very precise. It's like every piece that you do has to be perfect. But I definitely feel like there's a bit of a deceit going on, or the truth isn't quite being told. Follow your intuition, because honestly, your intuition's quite strong. And I think by following your intuition, it will definitely help, because something's not right. So just follow your intuition because you're right. But what they're showing me, you are being acknowledged. So I hope that makes sense.
Okay, beautiful. Next we have, I think it's Sarah. Oh, that's a bit of a long message from South Africa.
Okay, prayers is still healthy, doing well. May I please have guidance on my work situation? I'm extremely tired, working very hard, facing difficult people working under me, also having health issues. Will there be a positive outcome with this company? Thank you lots. Love from South Africa. Oh, how lovely.
And what a beautiful message.
Sorry, I hope I'm saying this right. Oh my God, I've got cards falling out everywhere. Sorry. Okay, so I kind of feel like I actually can feel a contract being signed for you, Sari. It's the first thing that's coming up. There's definitely this contract being signed. Will work get a bit easier? I don't think so. I think you're in a situation where it's really hard to be seen. It's like someone is trying to not let you, I don't know how to explain it, like grow. You have these great ideas and you're a really good people person. And I'm just kind of feeling like you're just kind of doing this for the money. But what they are showing me that you will have, there's a contract being signed, which will make things a lot easier for you on your career path. I don't know if it's going to be the job you're in. I actually feel like there's another job being offered, or you're being poached. Sometimes if you're a really good worker and there's been people talking about you, someone will come left field. And that's what they're kind of showing me around about January, that someone is coming left field, because I do see a job offer and there's a contract. So that I can actually see you signing, and it's actually increasing your wages by 10%. And I kind of feel like the people that you're working for are really easygoing and open to new ideas. I kind of feel like when you're working at the present moment, it doesn't matter how hard you try or come up with these ideas and try and work out a different way of dealing with things. It's like you're just being shut out. And I can feel that you're on the defense because you're a very trusting person. And I kind of feel like when that negative energy keeps happening in your life, it's very, very hard to kind of trust people in the workforce. So I hope that makes sense. I do see a change of job around that February, which is definitely going to improve the situation. What do I do about it now? Honey, I would keep all the stuff to myself. I wouldn't share any information. There's a lot of gossip going around, and there's a little bit of bulliness as well. And I would prefer you to take a step back than trying to defend. I mean, I know that you're someone who speaks her mind and likes to take care of people, but I kind of feel like you're in a non-win situation and you're just better to just do your job, take a step back. I am getting shown a different job for you in February, so I hope that answers all your questions.
Beautiful. Okay, who do we have? Who do we have? Sandra Mills. Hi, Sandra.
Okay, so we want to know if there's a message from my past parent. Let's have a look. Can I ask, it's interesting. I would love to know if her mother is still here, because I can definitely feel this person trying to show me another female and being worried and concerned about them. And I keep saying smoke. I'm not saying he was a smoker, but I definitely feel like there was issues around the lungs, but there's someone else around smoking, which is a rare thing. Most people don't smoke. So the person I'm sensing is male. I hope that makes sense. And all I get from him is, you know, he wants me to stop worrying. He's definitely worried about your mum. I keep getting worried about your mum. I just wonder if she's a bit depressed or something, because I kind of feel like she doesn't want to go anywhere. I kind of feel like she's locking herself away. When I look at you, he wants me to understand that you're quite clever. You don't like the people to see how clever you are, but your dad is saying you are really clever. They're also... I keep hearing music. Does he have a favorite song, or is there a song that keeps connecting? Because I can hear music, and I'm not just hearing like a normal ballad song, but it kind of feels more classical. I can hear like, you know, like the rhythm of tunes. I hope that makes sense. But he's saying that he connects to you, but I also feel concerned about your mum. I just keep getting concerned about your mum. And I don't feel like there's any health issues around your mum. I just feel like there's a sadness. So I hope that answers your question.
Okay, beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Next, we've got Kylie. Welcome, Kylie.
Okay, Kylie, may I please have a love general reading, please? Okay, Kylie. Interesting. I keep sensing two men around you, Kylie. I know one is desperately wanting to be with you, and I'm interested to know, Kylie, did you kind of just end a relationship or just push someone away or something? Because I keep feeling like no matter how hard you tried at that relationship, it just was getting too difficult. But I know that he's still interested in you. When I look at the new gentleman entering, well, there is a new guy around you already. But I'm interested to know, you've been seeing or talking to someone in the last 6 weeks, because I kind of feel like he's a really nice guy. I feel that there's a real strong connection towards this guy and you. But I kind of feel like you've had a really difficult 10 months as well. So you're a little bit wary of moving forward in a relationship. But I'm thinking the past hasn't quite let you go yet either. It's kind of like, even though you don't want to be with this person anymore, I kind of can't help, well, you feel like they pushed you away. I can't help they still want to come back into your life. So you've got an interesting choice of these two men, someone that I feel like you've already met but only been talking to in the last 6 weeks, so you're not quite sure about them, and this guy from the past. So, and then there's a third guy, but the third guy, you're not interested at all. He doesn't attract you at all. I kind of feel like he's a bit of a nuisance. I hope that answered your question, but they definitely do like the new guy. I think you should really give him a go. He's someone who's interesting to talk to, and he wants to be there. I find that you don't like someone too needy, but he's coming across at the moment a little bit needy, but he's not really. I just feel like he's really interested, and that's how he's showing you that he's keen. I hope that answered that question for you.
Okay, let's see what we've got next. We've got heaps of comments up here. Mina.
I'm going to write names again. So we got Mina. So Mina, I would love to have a reading, please, and thank you. So, Mina, you're just like a little general. So let's see what's going on with you, Mina. I kind of feel like you're a very serious person. What I mean by that is when you say you're going to do something, you do it. You can't stand people who go, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and don't do it. You're a person, when you make your mind up, you will go for that goal. I kind of feel like you're someone, when I look at work, have very high work ethics. You don't like lazy people. But let's see what's generally going on with you. Okay, so I kind of feel like at the moment, I kind of feel like you're fighting. I know that sounds really weird. I just kind of feel like there's conflict happening around you. How do I know there's conflict? Let me show you. This is your first card, which is showing you that kind of conflict that's feeling inside you. And like I was saying before, you're someone, when you say you're going to do something, you'll do it. And I know that you get frustrated with people who make promises and don't keep them. I also kind of feel like you want to put some freedom around you. I kind of feel like you're feeling a little bit trapped, or feel like you're doing things to make other people happy and not making yourself happy. What I'm actually sensing is I kind of feel like you need to start putting you first. This is the card that's underneath you. So I kind of feel like it's time to start loving you. And I definitely feel like there's a positive change happening in the next 4 weeks. You're also someone who's quite creative. So I don't know if you're painting or you're creating something. If you're creating something, I don't know if it's connected to work, but I can feel that creative energy coming for you. And I do see that being extraordinarily successful. So on a work level, on that creative level, it's quite successful. I'd be interested to know if someone else is unwell too, because I keep feeling being a bit concerned and worried about a mate's health. And I kind of feel like that information came quite quickly. And I feel like you're not quite sure what to do. Look, I know if there is someone unwell, please understand that they will definitely get a lot. Their health is improving. The right people are there to help them. So I don't want you to stress too much, because I can definitely see them getting through this. So I hope that answered your question. With what's going on, you're not going to win this argument that you have going on around you at the moment. So sometimes when you're around people that won't listen, it's not worth explaining it to them, because I'm not saying they're stupid, but they believe in what they believe in, and you can't change their mind. So sometimes you just got to take a step back and go, you know what, you believe what you want to believe, but I'm heading in this direction. I hope that helps.
Okay, next we have our beautiful Kim. Welcome, Kim.
Hi, Kim. Would love a relation reading if I could, please. Kim, all I can feel is like I want to scream, and I just feel really high energy around you, Kim. You're definitely the life of the party. I hope that makes sense, and I feel like no one can stop you from saying anything. Oh, sorry, Kim, but you're very straightforward and you're very honest with people, but you have a gentle heart. You're very honest with you, actually. You know, there's such kindness around you. And I kind of feel like you've had a really hard life when I've looked at relationships. You know how you have that old saying, that person always looks for the wounded bird? I kind of feel like you sometimes look for the wounded bird to fix them. And that's because you have such a big heart. And I kind of want to see a rough diamond around you. So let's have a look at your love life. I feel family is extremely important to you. I don't see a relationship around you at the present moment. And it's interesting. I kind of feel like you don't trust them. I hope that makes sense. But I do see someone entering your life in another 2 years. And I'll tell you what, he's going to have to work hard for it, because honestly, you've been hurt. And I know that you give all that you have, but they are showing me that someone will prove themselves to you. And I also feel like they hand their money over. I know that sounds weird, but I think you're sick of being selfish. You're someone who's very charitable, very giving. And I feel like in the past, you've always been such a giver in relationships. And it's nice to see it return, because some people are just takers. And I can tell you, in 2 years, the person entering your life is not a taker. Hopefully it's 2 months, because I just keep getting counted 2. But I hope that makes sense to you. I kind of feel like when I look at your career path, because you're asking me more than one question, it's not just about your love life. I kind of feel like all that effort, all the work that you've been put in will pay off. I do see the light out the end of the tunnel, because I feel like you're someone who's willing to do anything. You are willing to try different ideas, move in different directions, and I feel like they all come on top of each other. They all become one. So I actually see great success coming in your career path. Even though it's been a bit slow over the last 8 months, it's definitely going to improve, and it's going to move really fast. So I hope that answers your question, Kim. I'm also getting told to be really wary of, I feel like there's a negative advice coming, or someone's always has an opinion. Don't listen. You're very intuitive. You're quite psychic. You know, I think it's really important to look at positive information. I just kind of feel like, I don't know who it is, but it's kind of like someone's kind of dragging you down with negative energy or negative thoughts. Just ignore them. That's their problem, their issue. You don't have to deal with it. I don't know if I'm looking at someone who has slight mental health issues who are feeling a little bit depressed, which is a younger male. But he has his heart on his sleeve as well. But sometimes it's just hard. I hope that answered your question, Kim.
Very beautiful. Now we have another YouTube follower. Thanks for liking and subscribing.
Shivy, is it? I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah, Shivy.
When will I get married, please? Which year is possible, please? Like and thanks. Okay, Shivy, let's have a look at you. You know what, Shivy? I see travel around you. I know that sounds interesting to me. I kind of feel like, yes, you want to get settled. Yes, you want to get married. But I'm also seeing a bit of travel around you first. It's funny. I feel like you can't sit in one place for too long. I think the problem with you is not, I feel like there's men, I feel the relationships around you, but it's kind of like, are you a little bit fussy? Sorry, but I kind of keep feeling like you're getting all this, these people are quite attracted to you, but are you a little bit fussy? Because I know that sounds weird, but you asked me to be quite direct when you're going to get married. Within the next 5 years. I kind of feel like you're not ready to get married. I kind of feel like you love life. I know that you're someone, when you're in a relationship, you're quite committed and quite determined, but I just feel like you want a long-term relationship first. And they're definitely showing me walking down the aisle in 5 years. And being committed. I also keep getting like 3 children. I keep getting 3 males. So I don't know if that was another part of your question, but I'm definitely sensing 3 males. But I definitely see travel first. I kind of feel like while you're traveling, I don't know if it's when you return back from traveling. I know it's hard because it's COVID, but they're showing me after your travel, I definitely feel like you're going to meet someone, and that travel feels like I'm going overseas. I'm really experiencing all the things that I wanted to experience that I put off 2 years ago. So I hope that answered that question for you.
Okay, next we've got Lynn. Welcome, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, beautiful ladies. I think it's going to improve for me soon, please. Okay, Lynn, I'm just going to write your name so I don't forget it, because I like to remember people's names. Okay, Lynn, let's see what's going on. Oh, Lynn, you're very hard on yourself, honey. I kind of feel like you put a lot of pressure on top of yourself. You're always trying to help other people as well. There's been a lot of people that are very giving tonight. Let's have a look at what's going on, Lynn. Okay, this is the first card you got, Lynn, and I know this card looks pretty scary. And what I want you to understand, when we get this card, it's about you have the key to free yourself from these dramas. If they are internal emotional dramas that you are going through, you can free yourself from that. I hope that makes sense, Lynn, because sometimes when we're feeling depressed or we're feeling a bit trapped or we feel overwhelmed, you know, we put ourselves in a room and we don't want to free ourselves. But I want you to understand you have a choice here. You can release this negative energy that is around you and put yourself first, because this is the card of the star, and it's showing me that things are definitely going to improve. And I think you've already decided that there's things that you're not going to put up with anymore. And I do see financial improvement, because Spirit has also shown me financially it's been quite difficult, and that's one of the things that you've been stressing about. Let's see what else is going on. I'm also getting told to stand your ground as well. I kind of feel like there's been a situation that been a bit of trickery, actually. So if you think someone's not been quite honest with you and there's been a bit of trickery at work or something a bit sly, within the next 7 days, you will find out the truth and it'll make sense to you. You'll go, yeah, I knew it. I knew they were doing that. And I definitely see things improving for you. But first, you seem to be going through this roller coaster ride where no matter how hard you try to do something, it just feels like everything is just being shattered. You know, it's kind of like everything I worked for is just gone. But I'm letting you know that is a new building block of new beginnings, because the card that I'm looking at is the Tower. And when we look at the card of the Tower, it's like we can't control the circumstances around us. It's like the rug has been ripped off underneath our feet. And normally what it shows is that we need a clearing in our life. We need to remove the things that we thought were safe so we can experience more positive things in our life, experience, you know, a better workplace, a better life in general for ourselves. So all these changes are for a positive level, and I definitely feel that they're things that are going to improve. It's kind of interesting. I kind of also can see things aren't going to end. So even though you're thinking things are ending, they're not going to end. Things do get better. Things do improve, even though you feel like you can't control the circumstances around you at the moment. I feel like I'm looking at three things. I'm looking at relationships, I'm looking at work, and children. I hope that makes sense. It just seems to be a lot of chaos all around your world. But remember, the most important thing, you can free yourself. You don't have to blame yourself for anything, and unchain yourself from what other people expect from you. The only thing you should care about is what's important to you, not everyone else. I hope that answered that question.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Next we have Daisy.
Hi, Daisy. Can you please tell me about my love life? Oh, Daisy, you remind me of someone who's quite secretive. And I don't mean like someone who keeps secrets, but I think people are very entranced with your beauty. I think people, you know, you how do I explain it? You're a very warm person, but it takes a lot for people to get to know you. Most people find you very mysterious. I hope that makes sense. But let's have a look at what's actually going on. You know what? I don't know if this makes any sense to you, but I feel like you've got like at least 4 or 5 people interested in you. But I kind of feel like you're looking for someone who's quite genuine. Like, seriously, she has all these people interested in her. I don't know if she knows them. Look, I do see a musician. I do see someone who's creative. I kind of feel like you like people that are alternative, and I definitely feel he's alternative and someone who's quite spiritual, and I feel like you need that kind of person in your life. But honestly, honey, you have a lot of men attracted to you, so good luck. But the one I do like the most is this gentle soul. He's a musician. He writes music. He's creative. He's alternative, and he's extremely spiritual. And I kind of feel like he balances you. I feel like you need someone to make you laugh. Like I said, for some reason you have this really sex appeal about you that men are just attracted. You might not see it, but trust me, in the next couple of months, good luck, because there's a lot of guys interested.
Okay, next we have
Rochelle. Do you have any messages from my nan who I lost last year? All I got for you, Rochelle, is I started crying. I feel like she is an emotional person. I know she's happy. I know there's other family members around you, but to me, she misses you. And to me, she, you know, you said she's your nan, but she feels like your mom. You are from a very, very close family unit. And I don't feel like your nan is far away from you. I don't know why I keep saying small China. And I know that she's not into China, but I want to go for a cup of tea. So I don't know if she was a tea drinker, but I just want to keep looking at like a little china thing. So it'd be interesting if you've got any of her china, because I just keep seeing a little cup and a plate. But her love for you is overwhelming. She is so proud of how far you've got in your life, and you should be proud of yourself. You've become an amazing mother in leaps and bounds. But I can tell you that she misses you and your mum very, very much. I can feel... She keeps telling me I love them, but she's crying at the same time. And she is happy, but I just can't help that she's someone, she just shows her emotions. So I hope that answers your question, Rochelle. She is definitely with you and your daughter. She's definitely with your mum. She's wanting you to know that she's so proud of the new car that you've got into your life, and she's so proud of the house you're in. She said she couldn't have wished for anything better for you than what you already have. So I hope that answered your question.
Okay, beautiful. Next we have Kirsty. Welcome.
Hi, Kirsty. Have done a fantastic, epic move. What's next in love and career? Well, how exciting.
Go you. Go.
Yeah. Let's have a look at this move and exciting things going in your life.
The move was just a good thing itself.
It was hard. That move was hard. I know that you were quite scared, but I definitely feel like you've done the positive thing in moving. When I look at your career path, I kind of feel like you can do this. I keep thinking, oh, I don't know if I can get this job. And you're definitely going to get the job. I definitely can see, I don't know, you feel like a nurse. I don't know why I think you're a nurse, but I just know that move is really positive, and it won't take you long through school to meet friends. They're also showing me that you've already met friends. It'd be interesting. Have you got a family member where you've moved to? Because I kind of feel like you lived somewhere and you weren't happy, and now I've moved and I have everyone I need around me, and there's this new beginning and I can feel the new job. And your son, he feels happy. But do you have a daughter? Because I'm also sensing another female in that family unit. But they're definitely, look, there's a job offer in 3 months. I kind of feel like you've already got one, but I kind of feel like it's not exactly what you want. But you did some study around about 1.5 years ago, and they're definitely showing me that all coming through for you. So I hope that all makes sense. I don't see any dramas with your move. I just see you're meeting new people. It's like you can become a new person. I'm inventing myself, even though I know that you know other people around you. It's just nice to have that freedom, because that's what it shows me. It's like I now have freedom, and before I didn't. So I hope that makes sense for you. When I look at your love life, I don't think you're in a hurry for someone. I know you think you are, but I kind of feel like I'm not in a hurry at the moment. I just want to enjoy my 4 walls. I hope that makes sense. And the gardening out the back. I don't know if you're planning a new garden, but I can definitely see a garden out the back. So I hope that all makes sense.
Okay, we've got another YouTube subscriber. Welcome, Amy. Thanks for subscribing.
Hi, Amy. On love and relationships. Okay, Amy, let's see what's going on with you. Okay, Amy, you're a very strong woman. You know what you want. I hope that makes sense, Amy. They just show me, I know what I want. I need a strong man. I don't want to flake. So let's have a look. Oh, this sounds really weird, but I keep getting that you're getting like engagement. So I know that sounds really weird, but I would love to know if you just started a new relationship, because I get someone offering a ring. I hope that makes sense, Amy, but on the short course, I know that, like I said, you're very black and white. You don't like to be messed around, and you know what you want in your life, and you need a man to be really strong and independent and also know what he wants. You don't want someone who has to watch what you're doing 24/7. You need someone who's quite independent. And I definitely get that he's quite independent, and I kind of feel like you both, it's like I can work, I can be really top of it, high in my career path, and so can he. I definitely feel like you're someone that's very high up in your career path, especially in the next couple of years. You definitely are stepping the ladders. I keep feeling that you're someone who uses your mind. I don't know if you're in with finance or something, but they keep showing me numbers and computers and being managerial, and your job is quite responsible. And I kind of feel like, and they're also showing me a new house, which would be really random, but I keep getting that I can see a new premises being bought as well by the end of next year. So I hope that makes sense. And I do feel like it's with this partner, because like I said, I can see a ring, like someone asking you to marry them. And that's, you're someone who thinks, and you're someone who doesn't take things lightly. And it's kind of interesting that I'm seeing this relationship happening where I can see you getting married and someone asking you to marry them. So that tells me have you got someone in your life already? Because that's what they keep trying to show me. I hope that makes sense.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Next we have Leslie.
Leslie. I put an offer on a new house today. Will it be accepted? Thank you. Okay, let's have a look, Leslie. I kind of feel like you're quite nervous about this house, Leslie, and I feel like you've been disappointed 3 times prior. So I can understand you're feeling a bit wariness, but I can tell you that you really do love this house. So let's have a look at it. Okay, so I kind of feel like the biggest issue I have is I don't think they're going to accept the first that was placed in. I definitely feel like they will second the second offer. So I hope that makes sense. But I just kind of feel like the offer that you've placed in, it just feels like they want a little bit more. And you definitely have the money to do a little bit more. And it's actually quite a positive house. You know, sometimes Spirit just helps us buy the right house at the right time. And that's what Spirit is saying to me. This house didn't have everything that you were looking for. I think there were some issues with the guttering and the back fencing. I hope that makes sense. But remember then when you're doing that offer, when they're actually counteracting and saying, look, we want a little bit more for it, I want you to bring up those faults in that house, because they're showing me there's something around the back guttering and the fencing. So, you know, that's definitely, you have reasons to offer what you're offering. I do feel like, I don't know if it's the right house. I kind of feel like, yes, I can see there's an offering, but I kind of feel like your right house is coming in 4 weeks, honey. It has a really good fence line. It has, like, you don't have to redo the bathroom. I kind of feel like the house you're looking at has like different levels or something, where this house is all flat. And I actually feel like the plumbing is in really good condition. I feel like the yard that I'm looking at, you can do whatever you want with it. I kind of feel like the house I'm looking now is a bit cluttered, or that needs a bit more work than you wanted to do. I hope that makes sense, Leslie. Now, if you want the house, the one that you're looking at today, they're just saying they want a little bit more money for it. But Spirit is also saying, you know, there is this other property that is coming in a month's time, and there's no rush to do this straight away. So I hope that answers your question. I actually like the house coming in a month. But like I said, you control your own destiny and you make your own choices. I can only advise you on two sides of the coin. But remember, when you are dealing with them financially, there is some actual issues with that house. And I would use that to, you know, say, well, I'm only going to pay this much. I hope that all makes sense to you, honey.
Beautiful. Next we have Margaret.
Hi, Margaret. How are you? Could you please tell me what is in store for me? Of course I can, Margaret. Margaret, you got a sore shoulder, honey, because the first thing I get in your energy is my shoulder's a little bit sore. And I know this is a bit sensitive. It'd be interesting to know if you had any slight bowel issues, or there was certain foods that you can't eat that causes a bit of reaction into the bowel. But let's have a look at you. Do we want a general? Look, I actually feel like in all levels your life is quite balanced and quite happy. I definitely feel like there's news of a child coming, so there's definitely pregnancy or news of a child. But I definitely can see someone giving birth to a child, which is kind of really exciting. I also feel like you've been missing family, and I kind of feel like, I don't know who you know in Tasmania, but I keep getting, I don't know what's the name. It kind of sounds like Tasmania, but they're kind of saying to me that you're going to have visitors come over in 5 months' time, which you haven't seen for a long time, and that's kind of exciting as well. Financially, I really don't have any issues. You look really good financially. Like I said, the only health issue I felt was around that bowel area. It was just more to do with sometimes your stomach gets a little bit upset, but bar that, you're quite healthy. And the shoulder injury, there's not much I can do about it. Your partner, your husband, he's quite a strong man and quite protective over you. And I also get some positive news with one of your sons. I don't know if it's your son-in-law, but there's some positive news with one of your sons. I don't know if they're getting the promotion that they're after, but I definitely get some real positive outcomes on that level. So on a quick general, I hope that answered all your questions.
Okay, next we've got Christy.
Hi, Christy. How are you? Hey, I would absolutely love it if you were drawn to me. Okay, let's see what's going on in your life.
Bingo, we're drawn.
I keep getting shown a book. Why am I getting shown a book? It'd be interesting to know if you're thinking about study, Christy, because I keep getting shown an open book. And normally when I get shown an open book, it kind of shows me that you're doing a little bit further study on your career path, but I can definitely feel like there's some education happening. And I do see massive changes coming into your life, which are actually all quite positive. I know that. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. Maybe the education that I keep showing you, and you're looking at the answer about work, and I kind of feel like the first thing they're showing me is you're not feeling, I know that you love your job, but at the moment you're not feeling quite happy with it. And I actually see in around about, I don't know if you've got a job offer in September, because I'm getting your September, and September I think is already passed. And I feel like there was a job offer. We were talking about a job in September, and I definitely see you getting it. And I definitely see it's a really positive move for you. I just think you're not in the mood anymore to be dealt with in a second-class way, because I'm not saying that's actually happening. I just kind of feel like you just feel like that you're not being heard or being listened to the environment that you're in at work. And I'm sick of toxicity, and I just want to do things my way. The new job offer gets you in that managerial kind of position, but I'm working alone. I definitely see like there's 2 computers around you at all times, so that's kind of interesting in that new job. Definitely talking to people. I don't know, it just feels really quite positive for you. I know that you want some space. I don't feel like at the moment on a relationship level that you're getting the space that you're looking for. So it's quite interesting. When we're in COVID, everyone's been kind of feeling a bit lonely, but I kind of feel like I just want to be left alone. Just give me 5 minutes by myself. And I think what the Spirit is trying to show me is you're now telling people, no, I need some time out. Give me some space. And I think you're doing the right thing for you. So I hope that answers your question. I really do like the job offer that's been given to you. Take it with both hands. Don't second guess it. It is a positive work environment, positive people to work for, and it gives you the ability to work alone, which means making your own choices and decisions instead of everyone telling you what you can and cannot do. I hope that makes sense to you, honey. Who else we got? We got 5 minutes. Can't believe it. Okay, I would love a quick reading on what's coming up, please. You, honey, you're so clever. Let's have a reading for you then. You are.
I even went onto the Periscope account and put it up.
Oh, okay, let's have a look at what's going on for you.
Hi, Nikki. Look, guys, I put myself up for a reading also.
Okay, let's see what's happening for you, honey. Look, your life is quite chaotic, honey.
When?
I just like it's kind of hard. Like I don't want to say, you know, you got a really good husband. I've never met your husband, but you have a good husband. But is he hard on himself sometimes, honey?
Yeah, that's my ex. He's been coming up and back from. He gets pretty hard on himself.
Yeah, is he slightly depressed or something, honey? Sorry, I just can feel his sadness and his depression. That's all.
Yeah.
I
think that's why he's been staying up here.
Yeah, because I kind of feel like, you know, you're like the light at the end of the tunnel for him. You tell him straight.
Damn.
You tell him straight. This is the way it is. This is what you got to do. Can I ask you, is one of your girls playing sport or something, or a really good football player or something? I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Sierra likes getting out there playing soccer and football.
Yeah, because I actually feel like she's going to get an award this year. I know how we've been playing sport. None of us are playing sport, but they are showing me that I can see her getting an award, which is a really positive thing for her because she's a little bit hard on herself as well. Yeah. And she's quite spiritual and quite sensitive. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
When I look at your career path and what's going on, oh my God, honey, when do you ever sleep? Sorry, I know we've been in lockdown, but your mind's 100 miles an hour when it comes to work.
Yeah, babe. I've already planned. Seriously, I've already planned and mapped out 2022 already for events.
I know, because that's what Spirit is showing me. You're sick of all the dramas and conflict. It's like, come on, Spirit, I have a straight path. I've done all the work. Now give it to me. I hope that makes sense. Look, I definitely see a lot of travel for you next year, and I actually see your show getting 3 times bigger. So that's kind of exciting. And have you been offered to do more of this, like live shows, or more of there's something like, I don't know if I'm looking at a channel or a TV show, but I feel like someone's offering you to do more than what you're doing at the moment. Because at the moment you're just doing it on Facebook. Oh, sorry. Was my post just...
No, it's all right. I'm glad you're saying that.
Well, I just can't help. There's this great offer coming next year. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's just
I've been shown a few offers, but I will give you some feedback on the reading. I have just extended all my stands at MBS and the Easter shows to double the capacity of what they were last year.
Oh, okay. That's why I could see things being 3 times bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing you say it's 2, but I get it's actually 3. I hope that makes sense to you. I also see colour chatting with your bags. If does that make sense? You seem to be twinkling and organising new designs. And are you doing T-shirts? They keep showing me clothing. What's that about?
Yeah, T-shirts and hats.
Oh, how exciting! Because I've never been. I'll have to come one day.
You clever
I
one.
think great success for you, honey. But
Thank
people
you.
have to understand that you've worked really hard. Pardon?
I'm saying to everyone, see how bang on she is?
Oh, thank you. People have to also understand you've worked really hard. You work every second of every day. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't think people realise the actual how much work is actually involved in what you actually do.
No.
And you've been working on, I don't know if this is right or not, but I feel like you've been working at this goal for the last 5 years.
Yeah, it's been a few years now because I think it was really just before we got it all set up and running and, got the project and the show bags up ready to go for all Easter shows or all Royal shows around Australia. Then everything got canned. So I've still got 6,000 show bags sitting there ready to go for 2022.
Oh, they're a sellout. They'll just move. I don't really have an issue. I just feel like, next year you're really, really busy.
And Channel 9 are really interested in the bags already and a few other things.
Oh, perfect. Because I just see there's this great offer coming, and maybe I kind of put the cat out of the bag without realising. That's what happens when you do a live show. So I hope I answered everyone's question. Was there anything else, honey?
All right, well, I'll pick another reading up. Say I snuck that one in. I'll pull someone else up for our final reading for this evening.
Okay,
So guys, we do only have the one psychic on this evening, and we'll be back again next Tuesday and Thursday, and we're going to finish it off with a live YouTube follower. Here we go. New subscriber.
Me and my partner, he didn't defend me when I needed him. I think the first thing I get from your partner is I feel that he feels quite guilty that he didn't defend you, but sometimes people don't like full-on conflict. I know that you're someone who would stand up for him and, say, well, you can't talk to him like this. But I just kept feeling that when I looked at your partner, they didn't want the argument. They didn't want to make it any worse. And maybe they're not as powerful or as strong as you are. Maybe they're insecure in themselves. That's the message I'm getting. You will definitely sort it out. I know your partner wants to sort it out. And I just feel like they didn't mean to turn their back. They just didn't want an argument. They just didn't want the drama. And I know that's not fair because you're very passionate and you wear your heart on your sleeve and you're like, no, you can't do that. But sometimes people are scared of conflict or the outcome. I know that if it's between the two of you, you can fight like cats and dogs. That's like me and my hubby, But in the outside world, some people don't want to have an argument or have a conflict because it means they have to do something about it. And it's easier and probably better to just walk away from that situation. I'm definitely going to throw some cards down, but Spirit is showing me, you know what? You guys are going to fix it. You already have. I can see you talking about it. I just think you need to just understand it emotionally. They were scared. And I know that sounds a weird thing to say because this person does come across quite confident, but they couldn't get involved in this. They just didn't want it. They just wanted to ignore it. Sometimes people are like ostriches and they want to just bury their head. And that's what your partner did. And I know that you were defending your partner and I know that you were defending what you are together, but they just show me things will definitely improve. There's no secrets. I'm not getting that secrets are hidden here. I feel like the truth is here. And I feel like this person wears their heart on their sleeve. And I do feel like your partner thinks the world of you. So just give them a little bit, It'll work out, I promise. Thank you.
Okay, beautiful. So thank you so much, gorgeous, for all those beautiful readings. Don't forget, if you are down in Wollongong or if you're in the area, pop in once the restrictions, which I think we get to open up on the 28th, isn't it?
Oh, I hope so. I really do. But we've got a few cases in Wollongong, but not as much as you guys.
Well, they're looking
at vaccinated, so the shop will be open.
Yeah, so they're looking at the 28th, and I'm not vaccinated, and my shop's going to be open.
Yeah, look, I think everyone has their own point of view about it, but I'd like to say, Angel, thank you for the privilege of reading for these wonderful people. Everyone have an amazing rest of the night. You take care, gorgeous.
Okay, so we look forward to seeing you again next Tuesday and Thursday, guys. And that's us. Peace out. Good night.
Thank you.